that he's put in the time. At some point, his friends didn't hear from him.
Absolutely.
Table 30,
All right.
Ashton, Paul Ewing. Table 30, Ashton, Paul Ewing. You can race to 7. Come get your ride.
All right, here we go. Mezz West State Tour, stop number 5, Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona. This is Ra Hanna, accompanied by my cohort, Mr. Justin Marks. Woo. That's right. Justin will be the straight man. I'll be doing the jokes here because Justin's very knowledgeable about pool, so I'll just fall back on him. And this should be a great match, brother.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be excellent.
Well, here we go. You know, John has the break, and let's see what he does.
Another lefty breaking from the right rail. We got 2 lefties in this match.
Wow.
Well, he made a lot of balls.
Yes, he did.
One more than he would have liked.
And like Bo says, he broke good for the other time.
Yeah.
Okay, now here we go. He's going to roll up for the 2 on his side.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that would be shooting that 1-9, but when you run out as strong as Brian, there's no reason for that.
Justin, did you notice on that shot he shot the cue ball to the rail instead of just floating to get a position on the 2?
Yeah.
See, yeah, and that's the thing that I've been noticing on these good players. They use that rail. They're not trying to float balls into space. They're trying to hit a definite spot.
Yeah, if you can find a point on the rail that you can hit, and then you're just in line after you hit it,
right?
That's the way to go.
There you go.
But if you need the speed control like this to get on the right side of that ball, you just
absolutely. And Brian has that
just like that. He
set
put the spin
pause
on it,
finish right.
He hit that point, and he was going right
through
toward the 7.
Exactly. But Brian has a definite backswing pause.
Yeah, he said
it's
that's
very defined.
Something they do in snooker. He said he got that from watching snooker players, or you know, that it's a snooker thing.
What is it? Pool School with Randy Gottlicker and those guys, big advocates. Scott Lee, big advocate of the set, pause, finish. You know what? He didn't do what he normally did.
No.
He did not get through that ball. No, he did not hit that ball how he normally hits it.
He hit it with spin. He could have rolled it.
Yeah.
You hit it with left spin. It threw a little bit.
Yep.
You got to judge the humidity and the cleanliness of the balls and all kinds of stuff.
Who wants to do that? No, Brian Park's a good enough player. He gets that lead right there. He's going to have some problems.
Went a little far, but he's not on the rail.
Yes, I'm sure that he did not want to be there, but, you know, he thinned it, and when thin equals speed. You hit a ball thin, it's going to come off that tangent line with speed. Yeah, it's a little bit of a tester here, brother.
It's not the ball I want to be shooting to win the first rack. But
no.
I'd rather be shooting it than Brian shooting it.
Absolutely. And in the chat room, Bloodhound, I appreciate you. I'm just trying to commentate like if I want to hear somebody at my house. I don't know it all. I don't claim to know it all.
Oh.
And wow, I appreciate that. He stabbed that ball, Justin.
Yeah.
He stabbed that ball. He did not get through that ball with the same smoothness as he got through those other balls.
He might have got away with it. You know, it's not
no. I think he gets punished by this bank.
Give the game away. Oh, you think he's gonna bank it?
Did you see? I've seen Brian Park shoot that shot a lot. He'll bank that ball, stick the cue ball up top, and play speed.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Give himself a chance to win. I might have just spin that ball and played safe.
Absolutely. You know what? If the safe is as hard as a shot, you gotta shoot.
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance to win, man. Roll the dice. You will not win a tournament without luck. Nobody will.
I find watching these matches, I'm realizing my answer often is to thin the ball. And
right.
It, a little too often, I think.
And just like right now.
Like this one.
There we go.
I would thin this on the left side, try to put the cue ball on the center diamond, and put the 9 on the center diamond, put the cue ball up table.
Well, Brian Parks is going to bank this ball and put a bead on his side of the wire. Hi.
Oh, he sure did. Oh, yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
You cannot leave them guys those shots. They will attack. They are predators. You are watching the Mezz West State Tour. Stop number 5, Phoenix, Arizona at BULLSHOOTERS. This is Ra Hanna and my man Justin Marks. Go ahead, Justin.
Well, it's going down now.
That's right. I like having people in the chat room. You know, we try to keep the stream PC and try to spread knowledge to people and just try to make it enjoyable because it's such a beautiful game, elegant game that, you know, I really am a big advocate of pool and I love it. So
multifaceted. I mean, there's so many things going on. The right shot is not always black and white. There's too many things to consider.
That's right. Thank you, Bloodhound. I've been watching Mr. Parks. I knew he was banking that ball.
Yeah, I think I need to work on my banks.
You got to be able to come with it sometime, Kentucky style. John Brumbank, baby.
Yeah, Barner.
2 tips high, 1 low. Piggy banks. No, not Piggy. What's my man's name? Bugs Rucker. The super old bank tapes.
You were telling me about that.
You don't have? I didn't give it to you yet.
No.
Oh, remind me never to give it to you. All right, Brian Parks going to the jump cue. Now, is he jumping to catch the edge of the 1 to pocket the 7, or he's jumping to cut the 1 to the 7?
Well, I think you got to. Yeah, I think you got to cut the 1 to the 7.
Okay. I mean, you know, this is a tough shot. This is nothing easy about this shot.
It's gonna bounce and pick up topspin. If you were to try to play the carom, I feel like I'd be hitting the rail.
Wow, what a good hit! And you know what?
Hey,
Fortune rewards the brave. He gets a roll out of there, and there you go.
The 1's right by the 9. If there were a problem on the table, you might shoot that 1-9 if you were to get ball in hand. But
right.
If not, you run it out.
Right, and now you're stuck.
You going to the side rail?
You know what?
Try to bank the 1 to the center diamond and send the cue ball up table.
That's a tough shot to me. I go 2 rails.
Table number 25, Sargon.
Oh, you go, okay.
Sarah Miller, Sargon, Sarah Miller.
I don't have to control anything. I just go 2 rails.
Head rail, side rail.
Yeah, head rail, side rail, straight at that ball.
But then the 1 and the cue ball are going to be at the same end of the table.
I'm going to whack it.
Okay.
I learned that from Oscar. I keep asking him. He says, hit him hard. He says, create separation. Hit him hard.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. John Cummings. Yes, I am going to be featured on 14 Days. So you guys all get to laugh at me.
I'm as jealous as they come.
Hey, my brother, you know if I know, you know.
Man. Yeah. I'm
you know if I know, you know.
I'm not that far, so
you know what I mean?
I'll make him a lasagna.
There you go.
You ever ask my wonderful wife to make him a lasagna?
Absolutely.
I can't cook.
Out there in the chat room, I did get picked to be a participant. I was lucky enough to be picked as a participant on, 14 Days with Tor Lowry, 0x Billiards. I am beyond stoked to be able to have this great opportunity with a man who gives as much to pool as he does. Where do you get 5 hours of instruction for free? Of quality instruction for free in layman's terms where you can understand.
I would pay just to have the analysis, let alone the instruction.
Right.
If he could just say, you need to work on this, and this.
Right.
From an objective perspective, because it's hard to be objective with your own
Absolutely.
game.
I appreciate that, Mr. Cummings. Thank you, everybody, for the congratulations. And, back to Mr. Parks. He's just going about his business. Look at that stroke.
Man.
I noticed right there, though, he put a touch of outside. He put a touch. I saw it because he was not in center. He put a touch of outside and held that ball on the line.
You can hit it thicker that way.
Absolutely. You know what? I cannot play with a hat on. That would bother me.
Yeah.
That would bother me so much, not being able to see the whole field.
I used to play with a watch like that. I used to say that
They keep you down?
kept my bridge hand
Yeah.
nice and heavy and solid.
Now that position right there was textbook. He hit
Yeah.
that ball right to the rail board, right into the position zone, and he gave that ball a good stroke.
He could have hit that 5 ball widths harder or 10
Absolutely.
ball widths harder or 10 ball widths softer, and he was still in line.
Now we are correct. The score is 2-2. Well, the score is 3-2. Brian Parks. I missed the game. There we go. All right, man. Okay, so the score is now 3-2. I'm just going to ask Brian if that's right. Brian, that's right? 3-2? 3-2? All right. I just consulted with Brian to make sure his score was correct, and his score is 3-2, Mr. Parks. That's right, because they got a game on the wire.
Yeah.
So Mr. Ferguson just asked the same question I did. He said, "Is that right?" All right, now it's
He's got a gear.
right. No,
He's got a gear.
if you say it, I believe it, and I know.
He can
And
play.
thank you, Bloodhound. Thank you. So there we go. Pops one in.
Was that the wing ball? I missed it.
Yeah, I think it was. Okay, so now, the 2-5 are jacked up. It's going to be tough for him to get an angle shot to that 2, and maybe he's looking to.
Looks like the 1 does pass the
Right.
7.
Yeah, the 1 will pass the 7 now. He's going to have to put some funk on it to get down there on that deuce if he wants to play it across corner or whatever he wants to do.
This is where those long, straight stop shots help you immensely, because you got to hit this ball hard and get it to stun on that tandem line.
That's
any
right.
Any follow,
Yeah.
any draw,
Exactly.
you're way going the wrong way.
I know, I sit here and I shoot some shots and I practice, man. You know how hard it is to just stop a ball, no center, no side, no foul, no draw,
It's tough.
from a distance? Oh, you got to hit that ball good.
He's going to the jump cue.
All right. He's jumping up. Okay, now Brian Parks, he likes that jump cue, man.
Now, if he jumps this ball in,
He's good.
not guaranteed to get shape.
He's good.
I mean, getting shape down table, you're looking at a 2-8 anyway. You're getting shape on a safety.
Right. And he's got cover on the 6. And he puts him in a bad position. And that's what they say. They advocate, like, if you're going to jump or you're going to kick or whatever, hit it with some speed so you can get some distance separation and you might get a fortuitous roll. You might get lucky. And I'm just going to say it in the chat room and say it to everybody in the world. Nobody has won a tournament in this world without getting lucky.
Well, the more you practice, the luckier you get.
The luckier you become because you make your own luck.
I was playing the other day with a guy who was complaining that I was getting some rolls, and one of the better players in our room said, he says, "Man, this guy gets." He says, "That doesn't happen." He says, "It doesn't happen to you."
Right. Wow. Brian Park, wow. You know what? Brian's in gear. That was a very testy speed shot that he just hit very nonchalant, and he's keeping Brian from getting his car started. He's sitting in a parking lot. Yep. He has not been able to be loose, He's not, he's kicking, he's jumping, he's kicking. He has hard shots, and Brian's keeping the heat on him.
Just in the same way that you get shape on a ball by hitting a particular point on the rail,
right?
Where he hit behind that 8 means he could have hit it a little harder, a little softer. Either way, he's safe. His speed didn't have to be perfect, but that was a great kick.
Right.
That was an excellent kick, and he hit it with enough speed that he didn't sell this out.
Exactly.
Even if he does, where's he going to be on the 2? Even if he can make something happen.
Maybe I had everybody sitting here at the tournament desk.
Exactly. Well, maybe he just banks his ball and brings the cue ball back up table and puts it down by the 5 and puts him in jail. And he scratched.
Okay.
So now, here we go. Now, this is the difference. Can John Ferguson get up and take advantage of this right now?
This is a great opportunity right here.
Now, he has to do his job, Justin.
Yeah.
He has to do his job. And his job right now is to get out on this rack.
This is his break.
He
broke this rack,
right?
So he's supposed to win this
now,
rack.
If he does not hold score, he does not hold serve on this rack, he's going to be behind. It's going to be, a little difficult for him to get to where he has to do.
I found it. No, I left it on the table right there.
All right. I just said hello to my good friend Bo Runnigan, and he's won his match. He's a little pumped out. Get Bo to say what's up to the people.
Hello, people.
All right, there.
What's up, Justin?
All right, Bo's there with Justin, and this is a great match. Bo, we're watching John Ferguson, and
Coming down to the end.
this is the first time that he's had control at the table, and he did not do what he wanted to do right now.
He's been playing a strong game the whole time?
No. He's been kicking because Brian Park's keeping him in trouble. Now, if he's playing this 2-ball off the 5-ball,
he's playing the
then okay.
But I think he could have rolled it behind the 5 with follow, shot the 2 in the side.
Right. I don't like the second guess players. I just want to see what's the most forward thing to do.
As far as John Ferguson, his strength, he kicks balls really well.
Kicks balls like a beast.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you guys have seen so far, but I played him in a couple of matches.
And he gets busy?
Yeah. He kicks a lot of balls. He's got a good feel. I think he plays billiards.
Well, he did say he did. That's what he did to Mr. Parks just now, and Brian's looking to, I don't know, Brian might jam him up on this 5 bank up table. Oh, look at that little creeper draw.
Oh,
Take
man.
that.
Now he's got to prove it to me.
Now,
Yeah.
Mr. Runnigan has just said this guy kicks balls good, and John's balls good. We're going to
He's
find
gonna
out.
have to.
But see, this is what I'm telling you, Justin. That's what I told you. It's like, see, when you get the chance to command the game, you don't let it go. And that's what Brian's doing. He's keeping him on his heels. This
Yeah.
guy has not been able to control his own fate so far.
Yeah.
Besides that 2-ball, the scratch. He did control his fate, man. And then he tried to play that safe, and then he's got jacked up.
Yep. Well, see, he's picking a point on the rail. He's being very deliberate about it.
Right.
He didn't
Well,
just get
said.
down there and pick
Yeah.
a spot.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, if the 6 wasn't in the way he was hitting it, I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to take Bo Runnigan's advice no more. He said this guy kicks good. This guy just kicked it.
Yeah, don't listen to Bo.
Yeah, we're not, yeah, who wants to listen to that guy? What does he know? All right, and here goes Brian Parks. You know, Brian is looking like business.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a little bit of loose in him, even though, you know, look at that. He's just right. I think he feels like he's supposed to beat this guy.
Yeah. Well, he said he's got a junior league he started or something at his pool room, so you know he's here for that. So he's not going to waste his weekend when he's got somewhere else he could also be.
Right. Well, you know what? You know, big ups to Brian Parks and big up to people who do things and give
Making
back to
things
pool.
happen.
That's
Yep.
right. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
That's right.
Well, a good shot. He just hit that ball. That's that confidence right there. He just hit that ball a little medium speed and just get there and now. Okay, it's a little squirrely on this 8-ball. I mean, he can go down to the rail and come back up, or
Well,
he
you
can
noticed when
draw.
he was getting on the 7, the cue kind of slipped out of his hands and smacked on the table.
Oh, okay.
He didn't bother resetting. He just got down and shot that ball.
Yeah, he goes. He hit that ball. Oscar does that shot super good. Down to the end rail and back up when they're tight. Just rolls beautiful. And that was a stroke.
Quite a speed.
Now, you know, and
That's confident.
that means Mr. Parks came to play.
Sometimes, even if that's not pocket speed and that might not be the best speed, it kind of sends a message to your opponent.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not afraid to shoot. I'm just going
Absolutely.
to fire this ball.
Absolutely. And speaking of firing balls, fire balls in with the Mezz cue. If you ever wanted to try the demo, make your way down to any of the tour stops, ask to see the demo cue. They have all 6 shafts, and you can try it. Matter of fact, Oscar just showed me the new the Mezz extension, the Exceed extension.
Yeah?
It's pretty spiffy.
Yeah, I got a Mezz. I just haven't had time to,
Acclimate yourself to it?
yeah.
What do you got, the 700 on it?
Yeah, the WD 700.
WD? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only difference between the D and the X is the conical taper on the X.
Oh, okay.
if
I'm
you
glad
need
I
another
finally got a
date-
real answer on that.
Hey, come on now. You got to come to the answer, man. That's the difference right there. D and the X conical taper and no conical taper.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think you might be well, I don't know. You got a good stroke, so you don't need that super stiff shaft like I have. But that 900,
Have
you hit balls with my cue?
No.
I'm going to let you hit balls with my cue. You might like it.
Goes to 9, Steve goes to 7, come get your rack.
We're sorry about the interruption in the commentary, but the speaker's right behind us, and I'm not trying to talk over Des. She has a bigger mic. All right, and back to this. Brian Parks is right back to business.
Excellent break. Excellent.
You know, he's on it. I think he got the right tempo right now, right? The low
Yeah.
pace, right?
The 1 was right near the hole. The 2, even if the 1 were to go on the side, he's got the 2 right near the hole. He's rolling balls in perfect.
Yep. And he's staying on the
Now
line.
that 4 is in the worst spot on the table. There is not, if you got one spot to where a ball is tough,
That's
whether
it.
there's clutter or not, or good angle to get on it or not, that is the spot. So I
right
really
now,
want
he's going
somebody
2
that-
rails back around to shoot it from the other side. He figured he has a better chance shooting this ball from this way than
Yeah,
down
because
the
it
other
was
way.
natural to shoot it from the other side. But he worked to get over here. Now he's shooting off the rail.
And he's not going to baby this ball either. He's going to shoot this ball to
scared
try to
of
get
it
on
at all.
5. No, he's not afraid, bro. Oh man, he miscued. I saw his tip come right off that. He miscued.
Yeah.
Oscar Dominguez from right there, he shoots that 4-ball to that side rail and puts you right on the Brunswick. He puts that 4-ball right on the Brunswick, and you're, doing whatever you're gonna do from there.
From where Brian
that ball
just was?
Yeah. He shoots that shot all day.
You mean he like double kisses off the 4 and sticks the cue ball?
Well, I don't know if it was like
He
jacked
just
up the way
carries
it
off and puts them down. Like,
Yeah. That I
On the
know
head
that,
rail.
right. That 4-ball would have been on the head rail. Your man John Ferguson is pocketing balls well.
Yeah.
And he's just a little. He's not in dead gear where he needs to be right now. He's got work to do.
He's got a
but-
shot and a chance to get out. He's just got to get shape on the 8 ball.
Right. Big Dennis, my man. No, I mean, I just in the chat room, man. I just want you guys to know it's for real with me. I have a passion for pool. I always have, always will, and I just think it needs to be respected as a sport that it is. Straight up. Back to the match, John Ferguson. I mean, he wasn't comfortable, and Mr. Parks, he's going to drill this ball.
You got to be a Zen master to stay in stroke in this game.
Absolutely. And we talked about that outside. Look at that stroke.
Wow.
He hit that ball. Oh. That's how you got to hit him. That confidence, stroke through the ball, and, do what you need to do.
Is he on the right side?
Well, he can go far with that little spin. There you go. And now he gets right to the right side. See, look at that. That's a beautiful recovery right there.
Yep.
Inside 3 to come back, to hit to come right back into the inline angle.
He got on the wrong side of that 8, and you never saw it in his face.
Right. He didn't care. And that's the difference, man. That's the difference. And Ryan Parks came to play. Once again, we'd like to thank our title sponsor, West State Billiard Supply. Make sure you check out the new tournament cloth from West State. Sorry about that. All right. West State Tournament Pro Cloth, a worsted wool cloth at a woolen cloth price. Insist on West State Tournament Pro Cloth at your favorite pool room or the next time you refelt your table at home. West State Billiards is the largest supply of pool table cloth on the West Coast. West State Billiards, the best products at the best prices.
Yeah, I actually work at a billiard store, and we've put that cloth on
Oh, there you go.
a lot of customers'
Nice.
tables, and they're very happy with it.
And we have a 9 ball here on the
If it would have
snap.
hung up,
You want to hung up?
it would have been a free game right there.
Right. And
And Jake, table 23, Rick and Jake Powell, table 23, even raised to 7, come get your up.
he knows that the 9 doesn't count on the break anywhere, and if he would have raked the balls, he would have been in trouble. So now he's doing what he got to do.
Water.
We're just making some drink choices here. We got 7-Up water and Pepsi. Right on time.
Oh, you did a great job there.
And Brian
Real good
Parks
job.
is
Good
going.
speed.
But this is that one pocket kick. Scott Frost says you go 2 rails at this ball, cue ball comes off the edge of the 1 ball and goes back up table, and then the 1 goes back and forth. And he says even if you dog it, you still hit it good. You see?
Wow.
You
He
still
came
get
from
him
his side of the side
Right.
pocket to hit that ball.
Right.
Extreme side.
spun it. And now,
excellent.
Mr. Ferguson, he can elect to go under the 4 ball here or try to get down by those other blockers. Matter of speed, preference, and choice right here. And, all this ticky-tack back and forth has got your man John Ferguson in trouble.
Yeah.
He's not able to put the hammer down the way he wants to. He's not able to sit there and just come with it the way he needs to. Mm-hmm. And that's tough. Brian is, like they said in the chat room, poolhall.com said, BP equals brutal punishment. Brian Parks. I mean, he just plays the game how you're supposed to play it.
Yeah.
He
knows the moves.
He knows
He's
the
gonna
moves.
shoot the right shot.
He's like, I've seen this ball 50 million times. This is what you do.
Yep. He's always hanging out with Rodney. He
Yeah.
gets to see how Rodney shoots those balls.
Oh, he gets to learn bad habits and not learn anything about pool hanging on a pro, right? Yeah. I mean, hanging with Rodney, just watching him, I learned like 10 shots already just from watching him on the stream, and I'm dead serious. And it's different than watching it in tape because I see his decision process when he's approaching those balls, and I look at the layout and I say, oh, okay, do, and he gets up and hits, and I say, wow, you know, Rodney is very hard to commentate and call his shots.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you calling Rodney's shots correct is because you shoot like Rodney.
Yeah.
James Harris does it to go because he rolls with Rodney, so he knows.
Yeah.
Every time I said 3 rails, he said inside English 1 rail, inside English 1 rail, inside any rail, and that's what Rodney did. Just incredible.
And that's funny because with Rodney, my default answer would be 3 rails.
Exactly.
You know.
And then he'll get up and kill it.
Yeah.
Well, John Ferguson, you know, made a good hit on the jump, and he got a, you know, not a grateful roll. And Brian Parks is back up to the table, looking to get out again.
Yeah.
He's got to make sure he keeps the heat on this guy because this guy can play, and you don't want him to get warmed up.
Yeah, when you come out to these tournaments, you get to see a lot more than just what happens on the table because there's other things going on.
Right.
You get to see how the person is in their chair.
Right.
That's as big a part of the game as shooting.
I think it's the biggest part of the game besides shooting.
Yeah, keeping your mental game, your focus right.
Keeping your mental focus. You don't want to be in the chair, but if you are in a chair, are you analyzing how the table plays? Are you getting the speed? Are you seeing your opponent's weakness and strengths? I mean, it all sounds corny and like some textbook stuff, but the good players, they do that.
Yeah.
If I know you can't kick, guess what? You're kicking 20 million times.
Oh yeah. People who tell you ignore your opponent, just play the table. That's not going to work. You have to understand something about your opponent. Despite the fact that, okay, technically you can win without your opponent there at the table.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't mean that it's, you know, a solo game. This isn't golf.
Right.
Your opponent matters a lot.
Look at that shot, Josh. He hit that ball good. He know he's overrolled it. He know he's overrolled it. So here you go. Now this is preference. What do you do here, Josh? Do you go inside 2 rails back to the 9? Do you bank the 8 towards the 9, put the cue ball on the Brunswick? Do you bank the 8 in the side and hold the cue ball?
I think I bank it to this. Yep, just like that.
How about you fire it like that? Because you got a little mad because you got out of shape and you said, "Oh, I'm just gonna fire this ball."
That's how I would have shot it, but I would have tried to use as close to the vertical axis of the cue ball as possible.
Right. Well, you know, I mean, John still doesn't have a hanger here, but he has a shot.
Bullshooters, at this time we are getting ready to do a shift change. If you guys have any
man, you can't keep
you don't have to, we can transfer.
out moving Brian is a very tall order.
You better believe that. And, you know, he went after it. It didn't end up how he wanted it to, but he's left this guy in trouble. And Brian never let this guy get comfortable the whole game. Man, Brian's talking about the tightness of the diamonds and how it plays tough, you know. But, you know, it's a tough game for everybody, and to watch them go through the highs and the lows, it's a good thing, and he made sure that ball was going down. So right now we have Brian Parks up 6-2 over John Ferguson.
And breaking.
Like to thank our sponsor, Fast and Loose Designs. Fast and Loose Designs do some wonderful things. You also check out his website, Chris Design Stuff, owned and operated by Mr. Chris Santana. Doing a lot of good things for the pool world, and we should support those who support us.
Speaking of that, how cool is it that we got Mike Massey out here today?
I love it. You know, I talked to him on the stream and stuff, and I really picked his brain. And I think it's good that the old guard get to see the new guard coming in.
Yeah.
And what a humble guy, and just a great guy. And he hit a couple stroke shots on the table that were kind of insane too.
I read a long time ago in one of Robert Burns' books that Mike Massey can pick up 9 balls with one hand off a flat table.
Yeah, his hand is huge.
And I asked him to do it, and he did it with clean balls at the bar table championship, no problem.
His hands are huge, bro.
He said if the balls were sticky, he might be able to pick up more. So I should actually Ask her
Yeah,
again.
I know. Brian's coming to me. Brian's saying, this table is tough.
Yeah.
He's saying the pockets is tough. I mean, I had a lot of people talking about saying that these diamonds, the deep shelf and stuff, and they played rough.
Yeah.
You're not cleaning that pocket, it's spitting it out.
Yeah. The only variation you're going to get on a diamond is the cloth,
Right.
and the humidity and things
Right.
like that.
Right.
The consistency of a diamond from one diamond to the next is incredible.
Yeah.
And that was actually, I heard that was one of the reasons Diamond even exists is because the owner of Diamond wanted to make tables, wanted to have a standard.
Right.
So all the tables play the same. So when my buddy was looking to get a Titan, he wanted a 4-inch diamond. And so he called Donnie and said, where can I go to play on a 4-inch diamond? He said, nowhere.
See?
There's no 4-inch diamonds out there. If you want a pool room, you want a diamond, it's 4.5 inches,
There
just
you
like
go.
this. Because they want them to be the same everywhere.
There you go. Well,
okay, Rob. All right, you always got the answers. How do you hit this ball?
Well, what he needs to do is to tie up another ball.
All right.
He needs to tie up another ball, my brother.
Other.
Well, okay, if he had a gun to his head and had to shoot, he needed to tie up another ball. Because only bad
option
things
D.
can happen. And hope that the guy don't try to 3-5. I mean, it's tough. What do you do? Massage the side rail and come under the 5 and...
Oh, I can mess and hit this ball.
Yeah, you're nasty,
with
bro.
a little bit of... With a fair consistency.
Yeah, you do all that stuff good.
he did, just like
Look
you
what
said.
Ross said. But you know what? He left himself just set up to get 3-5. Because Brian Parks is going to take full advantage of that, buddy.
Yeah.
He's going to be like, okay, the balls are tied up, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I heard you say, hope he don't 3-foul you, and that reminded me, in chess, they say you don't play hope chess.
Exactly.
You don't play a move knowing that, well, if I play this move, it may work out great for me unless he plays that move. He's
Right.
going to find that move
He's gonna
and
find
play
that
that move.
exactly.
Don't play hope chess.
So it looked like
don't play hope pool.
Right? Brian's going to come off this one and try to put him behind those wall of balls.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. Took his own foul.
Wow. That was
So
very
now it's John's turn
uncharacteristic,
to
right?
see if John can play some
Exactly. Now,
couple
if John had
strong
ball, now to
safeties.
me, with ball in hand right here, if he had an angle on that before, because he's trying to play safe behind one ball. You have a wall of balls here. You have a wall of balls
near
here.
the 5 and
Exactly. Why don't you just go 2 rails back down to the wall of balls over it? Now, if he goes up, if he's trying to just land behind the 2, then he give him the whole end rail to kick that one ball.
yeah.
That's the thing that I started learning, watching that quality one pocket at the AccuStats make it happen, watching the moves those guys put on.
If
Incredible.
it were me, and I'm playing this match against Brian, he scratches on a ball like that, and I'm looking at almost the same scenario, just try to do whatever you think Brian was trying to do. That's
Absolutely.
what I would do.
Absolutely. He's got options here. You got options to try to do something. But when you're not playing full speed and you're trying to do a super technical shot and you're not playing good anyway, what's your odds of doing that?
Yeah.
And now he leaves Ryan
This
a
ain't
2
gonna get a
kick.
free
You know what I
foul.
mean?
Yeah.
You're just putting yourself
This just
deeper
gets you
in
to
the hole.
another inning.
That's right. You're just skating.
Doesn't
You're
give you a
surviving.
chance to
And
win.
just like in
Yeah.
one pocket, if you just keep surviving and the guy's putting you on the stack, keep surviving, guess what? He's got 5 balls in your hole,
Yep.
in his hole, and
Yep.
you're surviving. You can't do it. You got to change the outcome. Brian looking at kick stick here, maybe.
And maybe if he runs into
Stick
the
him to
7
the side.
4,
How about that? It's like what we say, fortune favors the brave, man.
so now do you fire the 1 and hit the 9 to hold shape for the 2
Right.
and hope maybe the 9 goes in also?
Well, I've been practicing this shot, so I hit it with the opposite thing and just throw it into the corner and bring that ball right over.
So you've been practicing?
Yeah. My chess. I don't play pool. I don't play pool, I just drill a lot. I'm not a player, I just drill a lot. Wowzers. Get you some.
Oh, break everything out.
Get you some. Get yourself a
Some at the
wheelbarrow
table.
and get you some. Now look at that. And so now Brian is looking at floating his 2 past the 3 and getting out again. He's
Less
looking
than a
down
whole
table.
pocket.
He's looking down table. So he must have some kind of angle on his ball. And
rolls it right in.
And rolls it right in. Beautiful shot, strong. Just gets up and get at it. You see? Now he powered that ball. He went right back to the roll. He got right back to the roll. Here he goes. I'm shooting this ball in the corner off the side rail and get the 5.
He's drawing.
Wow, maybe
Is he
something he don't
drawing
like.
to the bottom rail or around
Something
the
he
9?
doesn't like.
He was trying to draw around the 9.
Wow. Now see, it's just like what we said. Now he was cruising along, good speed, pocket, got a little bit out of line and said nope. Got a little bit out of line and said nope, I don't like it. This is what I'm gonna do. Now this guy, if we review this match and look back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, this guy hasn't had many opportunities at the table.
Yeah.
Brian probably hit double the amount of balls, and it might be almost triple the amount of
And
balls.
when he's had the option, shooter play safe, he's played safe.
Absolutely. And where's that getting you?
Yeah.
You know, you're delaying what's happening, and you're fighting for your inning.
You can do that if your opponent's strength is not safety play.
Absolutely. Because now you're just setting them up to safe you again.
Yeah, you can do that if you are ready to out-safe your opponent.
Right.
But
if you're not, you're in trouble. And like right now, he has a chance. He can cut this 5 ball in. You gotta let the cue ball go around the table, but he can play snooker safe and bank the 5 back up table, or he try to hook him behind the 6 and 5. But either way, one of them times you're gonna have to make some balls, buddy. And I'd like to see this guy get in gear. You see what I'm saying? Here we go. And this is just what we said. And now you see, because you're not warmed up and you're not getting quality innings at the table, Brian Parks is dictating what you're doing.
Yeah. I think he's
straight to the jump cue.
Yeah.
And he's going to drill it, stick it, and get a shot on the 6, and you're going to be sick.
He's at least a 64 favorite,
right?
To jump this ball in.
Yeah.
With shape.
Absolutely. And
table 17, even raised to 7, come get your rack.
and in the chat room,
Hello, 9 ball.
And in the chat room, poolhall.com and Panther Food, it's like, you're exactly right. Brian has this guy, he's just ducking and running, and he can't get him to do it. Hard swing to recover with alternate break against top players. You gotta believe that.
Yep.
And it's like what you said in one ball. The guy's gonna put all the balls in his hole, and you're just ducking to survive. No shot.
Yeah.
Gotta change the landscape.
I've heard people say that alternate break, makes the comebacks so much less likely that it takes some of the excitement out. But you know what? When those comebacks do happen, it's
Rodney
incredible.
Morris, 8-2 against Corey Harper,
Oh wow.
and Rodney loses.
Wow.
Alternate break. Everything had to go wrong for Rodney and right for the other guy.
Yep.
Table number 22, Mark Chernin, James Harris. Table 22, Mark Chernin, James
He
Harris.
just stroked that
Even
ball
raised to
clean.
7, come get your rack.
I mean, that's why I love pool, man. It's a tough game to fade, and people who play pool well, I have none but respect for you. Good shot.
So now you're playing Brian Parks. He needs 2 racks.
How you like it?
You need
Come on, man.
7.
Come on, man. And if you're gonna play pool, play it on some of the best cloths around. Andy Billiard Cloth, andycloth.com. Sponsor of the 14-1 tournament. Official cloth sponsor of the MWST Tour, and sponsoring numerous pro pool players. Heard nothing but good things about Andy Cloth. If you're gonna buy Andy Cloth, buy it from West State Billiards.
When you're watching pool and you see those banners and you see the advertisements and stuff like that, those people are making it happen. So you got to support those people.
The same people that you go to and you see them, buy something. Stop being nits. Yeah. I agree. Red AC Henry. Rodney did take a couple of racks off, and the guy came back. I'm just saying, that's the first time I ever saw that happen, because I would have bet against that. I would have bet my whole wallet on that Rodney wins that match.
Yeah.
Needing 1 game, and the guy has 2. But to the difference that I see with John Ferguson and Corey in his match, that Corey shot at balls.
Yeah.
He tried to get there.
You're not going to get out if you're not shooting.
No, we're not getting out without shooting. Absolutely not. You can't do it. You can't do it. Because Brian Parks is going to do what he does. And he's just trying to get to these balls, you know.
Oh, we got Sal warming up over here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm excited.
My man
to see
Sal
it.
Butera, what a classy guy, man.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. His wife, they're just nice people.
Yeah. Sal's the man.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Brian Parks is going back and forth.
12.
Gonna roll up in the corner, get on that 5 ball.
Greg Brown, Chino, and Greg Brown. Table
Roll
number
it.
2, the diamond. Even race to 7, come get your act. Table number 20, Andy Davis, Joe Chizzy. Table 20, Andy Davis, Joe Chizzy. Even race to 7, come
Looking
get
like
your
he's
act.
out like a fat kid in dodgeball.
He's like, see you later, alligator. And he's just calm. He's just like, okay, if you're gonna give me opportunities, I'm gonna take them.
I can say that because I was the fat kid in dodgeball.
Hey, it's all good, man. We were all the fat kid in dodgeball, man. You know, we're equal opportunity people here. We're not making fun of anybody. We're just here having a good time playing pool, playing and watching pool. Now that was a little, I don't think I would have played it.
Did I jinx him? Was that me?
I don't know. I don't think the 7 went in the corner, but you know
Oh,
what?
he's not scared.
He's just
rolling
getting
shooting
right
to the
down.
side.
You think this guy plays one pocket any?
You think he hangs out with Rodney?
What you think? He said, "Oh, I'm out of line. I'm sorry." Smack.
Don't want to look at it too long.
No. You know, and he's going about his business, bro.
Man.
He's going about his business. What a good shot that was. And Brian Parks is doing what he has to do to win. Contact Point Media is responsible for the live stream, the live tournament updates, the break app, which lets you know which break you have, the slow play. What did you call that? With the timer? What's that called again? I'm sorry. Timer.
Shot clock?
Shot clock. There you go. Thanks, Justin. They have a shot clock app. I mean, Contact Point Media is getting it done. So if you want to have a live scoring app, you want to license it for your tournament, so you can get the live updates. Contact Oscar Dominguez or Desiree Rivera. Contact Point Media. Oh man, when you watch good pool, man, if you're a pool player and you got half a brain, I probably got less than half a brain left, but if you do,
Yeah,
you get
but
to
I got
pick up.
half a brain, so we're good.
Oh, we can make one. You get to pick up these little tendencies and the ebbs and the flows and the changes in the game. And I remember on things myself like Brian scratching here. Now,
Okay.
if this guy comes back,
Okay.
there we go.
Okay.
You feel me? Now your man has a legitimate chance to get out right here.
Yeah.
Now, if he's not in a coma, we're going to see what's happening. And he gets a little far on this wall. All right.
It's okay. Roll it.
Yeah, because the 3's in the pocket.
Roll it. Oh.
See, your man's dead out of punch.
Oh. Okay.
That tic tac got him. He kept him cold. Now, if Brian can't just cut this ball right in, which he can, he could have kicked it in because it's right on the edge of the 3. And Brian says he's taking them opportunities, man. Taking what they give him, like they said in the chat room. Don't feed the sharks.
I know what happens now. Oh no,
man.
I don't.
Oh, Sengali. See, and
Now,
he
don't
didn't.
play safe, John.
No.
Bank this ball. Give
John-
yourself a chance.
John is playing safe. To the end rail,
No.
2 rails, cue ball back up
Bank
tape.
this ball.
He is
It's
not
natural. You're going 3 rails for shape.
He is not banking that ball.
You can shoot that 4 from 70% of the table.
He's not banking that ball, buddy.
You banked at it.
I thought he was banking it in the side to bank it.
Well, that's what I meant.
Right.
That's what I was hoping for.
That wasn't the bang. That's a halfie. Like John Brumback said, he banked that ball like a straight pool player. When they bank him, they hit him. And Brian just doesn't get off the gas pedal.
Just played the 2-way.
Just keeps it on him. play the shot, and you know what? That's a good lesson for me or for anybody else who's playing pool. Is like he's ahead, and he's got him in trouble, and he's just keeping at it.
Yeah.
He's not letting off that gas pedal.
Yeah.
And you know,
he could have just banked it to 3,
Right.
and not worried about
That's right.
getting on that 8 and giving
That's right.
himself that extra little percentage
That's
chance.
right. Well, you know, besides a few little shots that he took, your man John Ferguson face has not changed. He's very stoic. He's staying in his zone to where he's at. He's knowing he's not playing up to his full potential where he needs to be, but he's still doing what he has to do.
Well, you can't. That's the other thing too. He has the right mental attitude. You can't get upset about losing to a player you're supposed to lose to.
Absolutely.
You know, not
Absolutely.
to say that John, you know, is I mean, majority of the time, Brian's a freaking champion.
Right.
He's literally a champion. He's a 3-time
Absolutely.
U.S. Open or U.S. Open, U.S. Amateur
US
champion.
Amateur champion, yeah.
But
Somebody
you know,
told me
so-
how in the world is Brian Park still playing there.
yeah, if you get upset, if I get out and I play Brian Parks and he beats me
Right.
9-0 and I get upset,
Right.
I'm only killing my confidence.
Right.
Brian's supposed to beat the hell out of me.
Right. I got you. I mean, but we all, you know, dream and stuff, and you know, like truthfully, you know, one of the turning points, you know, I didn't know Bo that good. You know, we were cool and stuff, and I played him in Hollywood, and I played him as hard as I could, and I safed him, and he kicked him in, and I safed him some more, and I broke and ran out, and I fired balls at him. I just didn't give up. But in the end, it's too much firepower for me.
Yeah.
You know, I did the best I could, and Brian Parks takes that game down, and you know, 9-2. You know, this guy, you know, he played that game, and